All right, hello and good morning, everyone. The hype, the hype is dying. We've been trying to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag today. That is, I've been waiting for it. I had it pre-downloaded. We were gonna play it first thing this morning, and now it won't launch at all. So, I'm having Steam revalidate it in the background really quick. Maybe because I pre-downloaded it, maybe it just needs a new file. Something broke. I'm really hoping we can get this working because I've been waiting to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag for quite a while, and it's not working. So, it hurts. It hurts, but we're trying. It's at 80% validation, so we're gonna try. We're gonna try again. As I've said a million times, it's not streaming if something doesn't break. So it's also, it has to go to like the Ubisoft stuff. So I know that it's not Steam's fault. It's Ubisoft and their horrible launchers and programs and all that. So, okay. It validated all the files. I'm telling it it's okay to run. It's telling me it has to install the Ubisoft launcher. I don't like that, but we'll live with it. We will live with it. We were talking about the government coming in and stepping in and doing things last stream. That's another thing. If the government came in and said there will be no more independent game launchers, if you buy it on Steam, it has to launch through Steam, I would be very happy about that. I cannot stand all these extra launchers. Everyone's like, oh, people love launchers. They need their own launchers and all that. So, terrible idea. I also heard that for this Assassin's Creed, you know how you can select your weapon, like you get a weapon wheel, so you can go and like, I want to use my hidden blades, I want to use my dual blades, I want to use my sword, I want to use dagger, I want to use fists. Apparently they took that away, and that makes me really sad because I really enjoyed taunting the enemies by swapping to fists and just beating the tar out of them. You know, sometimes it was just like it's about sending a message. You guys just gotta send them a good message and beat them senseless, you know? So okay. So that time it installed a bunch of stuff and then it stopped. So now if we click play, will it launch the launchers? No. Okay, we gotta problem solve this one. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, let's go to Ubisoft Connect. Let's independently sign into that one, and maybe if I have that launched in the background, it will properly do this. My poor dad, he bought a Steam Deck, and the first thing he did was get a bunch of Ubisoft games, and then trying to launch Ubisoft games from a Steam Deck apparently is also a huge pain in the rear. I can remember my passwords. KFC, good morning. This is supposed to be the Black Flag remake, but it's not launching on Steam, which is causing a whole bunch of problems. So I'm trying to play the Black Flag remake, but all right. Now I've independently logged into the launcher. So now it should be able to connect to Steam and no. Yeah, my dad got a Steam Deck and he bought some Ubisoft games. And if you try and launch Ubisoft games from Steam on the Steam Deck, it causes all sorts of problems because the Steam Deck's just not, it's not built for that. Okay, that was weird. It did launch a game this time. We told it to launch Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and it brought up Heroes of the Storm. So I I think that's progress. I'm not sure. Okay, account management. Let's see. Is Ubisoft Connect connected to Assassin's Creed? Let's figure out how to do that. This is such a huge frustration. I just want to play Assassin's Creed. Why will you not work? Let's see. What else could I possibly do? Do I just uninstall the game and try and reinstall it? Will that... Let's go to my account management. Can I find the Steam? Like, is that the problem, that I haven't logged into Ubisoft in so long that it no longer like recognizes that I own a Steam account? All right, we're going to try uninstalling Black Flag, and we're going to try reinstalling it. And we'll see if that and if that doesn't work, I guess we're playing something else, because I can't think of anything else that will work. I got Ubisoft Connect done. I've got the download managed. My profile's managed. I don't know what else I could possibly do. Yeah, it's linked to Steam. Like, what a bummer. Said I've been so hyped for this game, and it just immediately problems. Immediately problems. Not to mention, like, since we have to wait anyways, we can talk about, like, so Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a full price game, right? You can spend like 70, $80 on the base game. And then on top of that, they've added $70 of DLC to the game. It shouldn't take three. No, I have gig fiber, so it should only take like 5 minutes to install. So you pay $80 for a remake of a 12-year-old game, and then on top of that, they've added Master Assassin Character Pack, $10. The Master Assassin Naval Pack, $10. The Hellfire Character Pack, featuring the Blades of the Damned and Demon Forged Pendants, $10. The Sea Serpent Pack, $10. Sea Serpent Naval Pack, $10. Dragonstorm Character Pack, $10. The Hellfire Naval Pack, $10. The Dragonstorm Naval Pack, $10. And the map pack that use a special spyglass to instantly unlock rare collectibles across the map, $5. So if you want the entire game with all the extra content they have put in, you're talking about $150, $140 to buy it all. Like, one of the conversations we need to have in gaming is, we talk about how, like, games have microtransactions, right? You've got the game, and then you have a microtransaction, and microtransactions used to be $1. It used to be $5. Can we really count $70 as a micro? That's a full game. That's no longer a microtransaction. When is a game no longer a microtransaction? Like when does it transfer from when does it transfer from microtransaction to regular transaction? I think $5 is about the cutoff, right? Anything more than $5, and that's a regular transaction. That is no longer a micro transaction when we're talking $5. I think we need to tell companies they're not allowed to use the word microtransaction when they're referring to $70 of DLC. Also, other game I am hyped for. We haven't touched this in a while, but I've heard that Palworld is finally launching the Palworld 1.0. We're gonna go back to Palworld, and we're gonna try Palworld 1.0 when that launches. I want to say it launched. Actually, I think it launched yesterday. So maybe we'll have to play the new Palworld because Assassin's Creed Black Flag just wants to give me the middle finger for some reason this morning. I believed in you, Assassin's Creed. I hyped you up. I told the haters that this was going to be an enjoyable and good experience, and so far you have made me a liar, Assassin's Creed, and I do not like to be called a liar. Yeah, it is. It is already out. Let me check. Let me check my Xbox app really quick, because I'm pretty sure I need to download that in the background as well. What a time to be alive that I can download two games and live stream at the same time with little to no hit on my internet. Right, like that's pretty impressive considering how far we have come from the years of dial-up internet, you know? All right, let's see. I know that we're gonna get not Assassin's Creed. The new. What do you call that game where it's like the chainsaw, the chainsaw guns? There's a guy named Phoenix. It was really popular for a while, and I know it's an Xbox game. All the people look like they're giant tanks, like they're super muscular dudes. What was that game? What was that game? It's being remade. Come on, chat. You know what I'm talking about. It was an Xbox game. It was super popular when it came out. They had these guns that had chainsaws on them, and it had like this Gears of War. Yes, Gears of War. Gears of War. The remake is apparently coming to Game Pass, so we will be playing that when that comes out as well. Palworld included with Game Pass. Okay, yeah, well, we'll install that one next, but we're 50% of the way on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, so fingers crossed that this is gonna fix it so we can play. I really, really want to play. Uh, you know, I'm glad we've the thing that says that I keep spiking in viewers. Everyone says, "Oh, he's just got a black screen, and we have to look at his face, so we're leaving." So you're hurting my income, Assassin's Creed. I'm not gonna earn my I'm not gonna earn my penny today because people aren't watching because your game is broken. So let's all write a strongly worded letter to the folks at Ubisoft that they have caused me to lose my penny for the day. Um, you know, it hurts. E-Day looks good, but obviously I won't be buying it. Isn't my understanding is E-Day is not a brand new game, but it's a remake of the original? Is that wrong? Is it actually like an original piece of work? Dex, I thought you were going to support me. I thought you were here to support and help me, but it sounds like It sounds like you will not help me get my penny back for the day. For just pennies a day, you too can feed waffles. Speaking of waffles, I'm super hyped. Eggo is releasing a new zero sugar protein waffle. So it should be 6 grams of protein, zero sugar per waffle at 120 or 130 calories. I'm kind of hyped for that. Be able to have a frozen Eggo waffle, you just grab and go. Perfect. And for if you want a really high protein breakfast out of it, you take an Eggo waffle, you slap a hunk of tofu on it, and then another Eggo waffle on top. That's about 500 calories. That's going to be like 40 grams of protein. Delicious. Put some sugar-free syrup on there. I'm really hyped for that. I love waffles, as you can tell. Oh wait, mirrored. As you can tell, I love waffles. So I am very, very hyped for their new sugar-free Eggo waffles. We're at 70% download. I'm trying to fill the space here. One of the things, one of the tips you'll always see people say when it comes to streaming is you got to be entertaining, right? People don't watch you for the gameplay; they watch you for you. I've been talking nonstop for 20 minutes now, and my viewership is going down. So I either that advice is wrong or this is the wake up call that people don't like to hear me talk and they do want to watch me play games. It's vomitrocious. You're such a tofu hater. Ooh, also kind of on the same topic as tofu, but not quite. We're getting new French fry tater tots from Ora Ida. They're relaunching. They're called Crispers, and apparently they are tater tots and fries that are supposed to be really crispy on the outside, but they're still like fluffy, gooey on the inside. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever described a potato as gooey, but I'm any tater tot technology I am here for. I am a fan of the mighty tater tot, so I will try it. I will try it. All right, we're 80% on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We're just about there. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna throw a tantrum. I'm gonna be upset. Just eat smiley fries. I do like smiley fries. That is not the worst advice you've ever given, Dex. I'll put it that way. That is not the worst advice you've ever given. There's a TikToker whose entire content is talking about like he goes and buys the Cisco food that they serve in schools, and he just remakes your favorite school lunch meals. And like it's weird because growing up I always felt like the school lunches were gross and they were too small, and I was a spoiled kid who my mom loved me and made me a pack lunch every single day. But looking at it now, like the school lunches would kind of slap for me because they're perfectly portioned. You get like there's like a little ham and cheese sandwich for like 230 calories, a little side salad, no calories, and some French like that. It'd be like 500 calories, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect, right? That is the perfect. A meal should be between 400 and 500 calories for me to lose weight. So like that would be a perfectly portioned meal for me to enjoy. And I know that people say you shouldn't eat too many frozen foods and all the processed foods, but it is so helpful on the weight loss journey to be able to just grab like people hate on lean cuisine, but knowing like this lean cuisine is 300 calories exactly is so helpful for just like a quick meal saying I know exactly how many calories in this. Cuz like today I finally had my victory. I'm at 243. I have broken my plateau. I was stuck at 246, 248 for a long time. So I'm finally losing weight again. I finally broke through that plateau, and I really hope to be in the 230s by next month. So that is my goal. I'm still losing weight. I've lost over 200 pounds. We're gonna be when I get to two. when I get to 230, we'll be around 210, 220 pounds lost. So, uh, I'm very, very happy for that. I'm very, very happy to have lost the weight. Welcome in, everyone. Everyone just joining us. I know it's a black screen. I know I'm trying to fix the game. It's not launching. We're reinstalling it. We'll be playing Assassin's Creed soon, so we're just kind of yapping about weight loss and potatoes and everything else now. Feel free to join the conversation and hang out. I promise we will get to Assassin's Creed as soon as I can get it to launch. It is just fighting me every step of the way. I'm trying. I'm trying to be entertaining until I can get the more entertaining thing on the screen, but for some reason, it's Ubisoft. We've harped on it, we've harped on it, we've harped on it. It's Ubisoft. It just does not work good. But it's at 98% download, 99% download. So we're almost there. So bear with me for like give me 5 minutes of grace, and we will get the game working again, and we'll be sailing the high seas. And the best part is we don't have to play as Desmond. I know that's apparently, I didn't think this would be a controversial take, but apparently there's a lot of Assassin's Creed purists who are upset they removed Desmond from this remake. And I'm like, why? Like, they're obviously never going to make the game how they intended, where you're eventually going to play as Desmond, who's learned everything. Zavzi, welcome. Good morning. So, like, why bother including Desmond at all when they never intend to do that again? Okay, I got a loading circle. Okay, that didn't work. I've got one more idea. We're gonna uninstall Ubisoft Connect and have it reinstall through Steam, and maybe that will work. We're supposed to be playing Assassin's Creed, but it just will not launch at all today. So I'm trying really hard to make it run, and it's just not working. I'm trying so hard. So we're uninstalling Ubisoft Connect, and now when we launch Steam, it should reinstall Ubisoft Connect, and hopefully that will fix this. No. It will not work. It will not run. Uh if anyone has any idea how to make it work, I am taking all ideas now. What about Echoes of Aincrad? I did not buy Echoes of Aincrad. I don't get me wrong. Echoes of Aincrad is a decent game. I would call it's a 5 out of 10. It's a 6 out of 10. Like, it is a meh game, and I want to play it more, but they're charging full price for a mediocre game, and to that, I can't support that. I'll buy it on sale and I'll play it when it's on sale, but paying $70 for a game that I already know is gonna be mid at best, like, there's just no way. If they were charging $30 for it, I would buy it in a heartbeat. But $70 for Echoes of Aincrad, a open world game with no open world, with barely any NPCs, just I don't think so. We just reinstalled Ubisoft Connect. So I've reinstalled the game. I reinstalled Ubisoft Connect. So hopefully this is the last thing I can literally think of that will make this work. So hopefully this works. Okay, we reinstalled Ubisoft Connect. We've reinstalled the game. Um, thinking. Okay. I'm reading the advice. There's a lot of things. A lot of advice here where we're looking for advice. Okay, I'm trying a couple different things here where we're running advice. That didn't work. Hmm. Okay, there's a few different people typing different things here. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna manually go into the game files. We're gonna browse the local game files, and we're gonna try and force it to run that way. See if that works. Mm. Okay, it's we've got three new fixes for it. Let's try this. So the first one says go to the game installation folder, find the main executable, choose properties on that game, and go to compatibility and run this game as administrator. Let's see. All right, we're running it admin mode. Let's see if that fixes it. It's thinking. It's thinking. Bubble's here. Good morning, Bubble. All right, it's giving me a splash screen. This is the farthest we've ever made it, so that is progress. It is preparing to launch. I don't want to get your hopes up, but we've made it 5% farther than we've made it before. You know what's almost the most insulting about this stream though? Thank you to my loyal followers, Dex, KFC, Bubble. Shout out to you all. I have the same amount of views right now as I usually do, and I've got a black screen on, so I am not popular. Okay, I've got the game is launching now, but it's launched in full screen mode, so I can't see any of you all. So give me 1 second. We're going to try and alter the settings now to bring it out of full screen mode so that we can turn it on to the stream and actually play. So you're missing it. It's a really cool introductory that's got like all the assassins from Assassin's Creed. It's very, very cool. I could describe it to you. You've got a light blue background with the Assassin's Creed logo, and you've got various Assassin's Creeds people's in different poses. Very, very cool. Okay. We've got settings. Let's turn on HDR. Next, give me a windowed screen, please. Advanced parkour. No, we don't care about that. Apparently, you can turn off blood. Not interested in that. It's connecting to the online. You know, you can't have a good single player game that doesn't connect online, you know? Sorry, I can't see what anyone's typing until I can change the settings, and it's not letting me change the settings. One of the things I absolutely despise is when games do this is when they don't give you the option to mess with the settings first.
Beach belongs just to you. It doesn't exist out in the world. Everything you see here is from the past. Your past. One of your ancestors visited this place long ago, forever writing their memory into the fabric of your DNA. Animus ego.
Alright, y'all should be able to see that. Interesting. They cut out the Desmond stuff, but they're still talking about like your ancestors. So did they cut out the Desmond stuff, or what?
Sand which began as rocks, you have been shaped by these past lives, honed into who you are today.
You've been lied to.
Your journey to mindfulness begins through these ancestral memories for a total perspective on what makes you you.
New memories choose.
I think it's Abstergo?
Erase self-doubt, fear, and weakness. Give yourself the confidence to conquer the world.
Follow the trail and we'll be untouchable. Welcome to the dark.
All right. It's functioning. Alright, finally we can access some options. Alright, we're going to crank up the field of view. That is absolutely necessary. We're going to go into windowed mode. We want... There we go. No FPS limiter. There we go. Alright. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can play with here, so... Next, we're not going to play Stardew Valley next, but there is, they did launch the Stardew Valley clone that just came out, right? We have the Moonlight Peaks. I guess that's probably the next game we're going to have to try and play, is Moonlight Peaks, I think is what it's called. We are playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. It just came out. We just got it working, so this is the very, very start of Assassin's Creed. Tell me how the noise is on the game. I don't know if this one's going to be too loud or not. We're still dialing in settings. This is new.
Can you see her?
Looks fantastic.
Man the cannons!
Alright, we're jumping right into it already.
Our helmsman's dead! Someone take the wheel! Bring us close, Kenway!
Alright, we're sinking ships. Okay. Oh, this feels so good again already, right? We've been waiting so long for this. The naval combat was always so good. Look at those graphics. Alright, we got the small ships down. Time to take on the big ship. Doing so good. I mean, I've been monologuing for like 20 minutes, so now we've got a little bit of a game at least to take away from my terribleness. Alright, we're gonna ram this ship. Apparently ramming does not work yet. That was embarrassing. Take that, the British. Fun fact, another sign that I was always going to be Catholic is when I play Sid Meier's Pirates, I refuse to ever play as the British. I always played as, you know, the Spanish expanding the Catholic Empire in Sid Meier's Pirates, and that was before I was ever Catholic. So one of those little signs that I would have become Catholic in the future. It is beautiful, KFC. You are right. These graphics are mint.
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling
I apologize for the harsh language. I did not know they would be using the word sod.
They need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline.
I mean,
I want food that don't make me sick.
it's the class. Like, how many pirate sea shanties? Like, it's the golden age of piracy, right? It's the romanticized. It's men going off to take their freedom and leave their women behind and earn a living for their kids, right? Like, I understand why. At least she has her clothes on, right? Like, at least.
All right. No more than two.
It's a golden age of piracy story. You're gonna have a lady. Strangely, though, you would think if they were making this for the male gaze, which they usually do, it would be the reverse. He would be wearing a shirt and she wouldn't be wearing hers. But, you know, they subverted some expectations there.
Sod it.
Dropping that heavy S again, that heavy sod. Apparently they made it free diving, so you can dive anywhere at any time in the water now and explore all the water, and look at how great that water looks. I'm pretty sure I didn't have swords in the cutscene before, though, so I don't know where those swords came from. My character just randomly spawned 2 rapiers on his sides. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Is piracy dangerous? Okay, I gotcha. I'm pretty sure I saw those seagulls flying at less than 60 frames per second, though. I saw those wings being a little glitchy.
Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
That's the fun thing, KFC. If you're American, the word woke can mean anything you want it to mean, so you can use it right because there is no right context for it, because if you're a Republican, anything can be woke.
Keep talking.
I literally saw a tweet yesterday complaining about DEI woke bike lanes. So you can call anything woke and be correct.
Bloody fucking pirates.
Dude, you just tried to shoot me in your gut shot. Like you're not gonna make it very far.
Follow and I'll kill you.
All right, let's run up a tree.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start. We
Looks
could work
good. The
together on
parkouring
this.
feels good.
It's 100 leagues or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
Scare the seagull. Classic. I am curious what the advanced parkouring looks like. I might turn on the advanced parkouring just to see, like, what that feels like. Because right now it's just hold A and you automatically parkour over things. And I don't take issue with that, but I'm curious what the advanced parkour will do. They added this. This right here is so popular, they added it to World of Warcraft. You can now synchronize in World of Warcraft exactly like this. This is how popular this is. Now getting into the meat of being a teenager, I realize why the suicide rate is so high for us. I have a feeling it's only going to get worse from here. My stream's messing up? What's messing up on my stream? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be a teenager. You know, you've got a lot of feelings. You've got a lot of problems going on, and the problem is that I think the biggest problem for teenagers is you've got all these adults who dismiss your problems as, oh, you think that's bad? Just wait until you're an adult, or you're a teenager. What problems could you possibly have? You know, like, and that's probably the worst part of it, right? Is everything you bring up as a problem or a struggle is just dismissed as like, oh, wait until you get into the real world, and that you know, dismissing problems like that doesn't help anyone, right? Like it doesn't help to have all your problems diminished into, oh, just wait until you get to the real world and you'll see what a problem is. All right, so let's try that again. Okay. Beautiful. Feels good. Missed. Okay. Not to mention, like, you're in this weird part. Why is that not working? You're in this weird part as a teenager where, like, you're not quite an adult, but you're not quite a kid. So you're stuck in, like, this weird limbo where people treat you like a kid, but some treat you like adults. And so, like, it's just this weird limbo-y place to be in, right? Because some people will be like, oh, you're a full adult, you're expected to pay full rent and do all these things, but also I'm not going to respect you because you're a teenager. I'm going to treat you like a kid because you're a kid in my eyes, but I still expect you to handle everything like an adult. And so there's just, it's a weird limbo to be in. I would never want to be a teenager again. I know people always talk about, like, the if you could start your life over again in, like, the 5th grade, would you? Absolutely not. 1, because I don't want to be a teenager again. 2, because I'm not confident I could get my wife to fall in love with me again, right? Like, it just, no. I would not want to start over as a teenager or a 5th grader again or anything like that. And, like, even worse, like, could you imagine that the scenario always is, like, would you start your life over with all your knowledge and ability, but you wake up as a 5-year-old again? Like, could you imagine trying to be a kindergartner as an adult? Like, you're not gonna, like, you're gonna have no peers for 18 years. No one's gonna take you seriously. You'll have no autonomy. Like, it would be awful. Okay, we're finally in the combat, so we're gonna lock on to him. Okay, we got regular fancy attacks.
Let's make a deal.
Break his defense with multiple attacks. Okay. Pretty standard stuff. Give us a parry button now.
That looks painful. Die, you leech.
Okay. We got dodge, we've got parry. Is this Souls-like? We've got dodge, we've got parry. Can we call this a Dark Souls game then? Sorry, Duncan. Everything about being a teenager, but its worst is yet to come. I think I'll be happy with what I have for now. Here's one of the greatest pieces of advice I can give.
I accept your most generous
Happiness and joy is a choice. Granted, there will always be things in our life that are out of control. There will always be things like depression, chemical imbalances, things that we can't control in our life. But for the most part,
come to Havana in haste.
Happiness is a choice. And the sooner you realize you can choose to choose joy, choose happiness, the happier you'll be and the better off your life you will be. There will always be hard times. There will still be times where depression hits you. There will be times where bad things happen and you can't control that. But for the most part, we do have control over our emotions, and happiness is a choice. And you can choose happiness. And if you can manage to do that and manage to understand that, you will be so far ahead of so many other people, because there are so many people you'll run into in your life who feel like, well, my emotions are my emotions. I have no control over it. So if I wake up feeling sad, I just have to be sad. If I wake up feeling angry, I just have to be angry. And there's nothing I can do about that. No, you do have a choice in that. All right, we can hide in the bushes, and now, well, we don't have the hidden blade yet. Now we're just gonna punch some British people. Classic. Classic Assassin's Creed.
Give me one reason I shouldn't vent your skull. Take my sugar.
We'll whistle. Hi, come over here. I'm whistling. Hey, yeah. What's that? The bushes are whistling. Nothing going on over here. Got him. I'm gonna be honest, you've been such a great help to me these past few weeks. It's crazy. I was absolutely in the gutter, and watching your streams helps a lot. Thank you. I appreciate hearing that. You know, there are some days where I too feel like what's the point in streaming? You know, I'm so small, I'm so irrelevant, but hearing things like that definitely makes it worth it. So thank you. I really appreciate hearing that. That helps a lot.
By God's grace, sir.
I will also say, if you've been spending more time on social media, there is no faster way to depression than social media. So if you're ever feeling like those inklings of like, I'm feeling sad, I don't know what's going on, the first thing you should do is like get off of Reddit, TikTok, whatever it is, because that is a depression factory and a half. If you can avoid those things, you will be better off.
But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King.
But here's the main problem with it, right? Like, I do social media because I want to bring the joy and light of Christ to everyone. But my main advice is get off of social media. So how am I supposed to convince people to watch my content when my number one advice is don't watch social media content, right? Like, I'm shooting myself in the foot. And I don't think it's fair to say don't watch social media content except for mine. Mine is good. Mine is righteous and healthy, but everyone else's is bad for you, right? Like it doesn't work that way.
I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Right? So
Worst thing to happen.
I can't be a hypocrite. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day, as the Beastie Boys once said. Speaking of sort of, I don't, Dex is probably gonna yell at me for this one, but speaking of the Beastie Boys, who I think the Beastie Boys count as punk. Like, are the Beastie Boys technically punk? I heard that there's an anniversary going on for the Ramones, and they've got the lead singer from Green Day and a few other punk bands coming together to remake a bunch of the Ramones songs and play their songs as covers. And Billy Joe. Is it Billy Joe? Billy Joel Green Armstrong. And like the lead guitarist from like the Offspring, I think, are coming together to remake a bunch of the Ramones songs as a tribute to them. So I'm excited to hear that. All right, really quick. I see flamingos. If you didn't know this about Waffles, Waffles loves flamingos. So the question is, I see flamingos. Is there a photo mode for me to take pictures of said flamingos? And it does not look like there is a photo mode, which is a darn shame. No game in 2026 should be coming out without a photo mode. That is darn near unacceptable. The game looks great. Give me a photo mode to play with. Maybe I have to unlock it. You know, maybe you have to unlock like the spyglass or something like that. I want to take a picture of the flamingo. Is that too much to ask for?
Oh, what a magnificent creature!
A whale? Alright, we're on the open sea. Look at how beautiful. Gonna get some exercise. Love it.
You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a decent trick at the helm some time ago. 2 years before the mast as a privateer.
I drank all my coffee waiting for the game to install, so we gotta switch to water now.
So full of adventure. How marvelous.
I've seen my share of strangeness, aye.
Beautiful. Polly's here. Good morning, Polly. We are playing Assassin's Creed. That's what's up this morning. We are living the hype. Tomorrow I'm going airsofting. I get to play with my new replica and some new camera equipment, so stay tuned tomorrow. I might even try. I've never seen anyone do this. I'm sure someone's do it. I'm gonna try and strap my phone to my airsoft weapon so I can live stream airsoft matches. I think that might be an absolute blast. So we might give that a go as well. So there might be a live stream tomorrow if I figure out how to live stream the airsoft. I assume it'll sound something like this. Since I'll be wearing a bunch of gear and running around and I'm fat. So maybe that's why people don't live stream matches, because it would just be overweight guys pretending to be Navy SEALs, heavy breathing into the microphone.
Here I am, bartering with Spaniards like they were my cousins.
Yes, I have a ton of camera protection in place to prevent my cameras from being shattered.
I'm dying for a quick kip. Or a siesta, should I say.
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
Well, lead on.
All right, next.
I hope you'll...
We unlocked stuff for pre-ordering the game. We have Blackbeard's legendary Crimson outfit. And we have the Master Assassin's robes. Those look nice. We also have a Blackbeard trinket. We'll equip that one. And what do we got here? We've got a cube and a miniature ship model. All right, we're now dressed like a pirate. Very fancy.
Misunderstanding.
It wouldn't be Assassin's Creed without an annoying follow quest where we have to slowly walk behind
Gracious.
What a revolting sight.
They don't take kindly to pirates here, do
Raw
they?
sugar's so funny to me for some reason. I imagine it's not processed sugar, but what did they even distinguish it from back then? How did they even process it? That is a good question. I'm wondering, I'm trying to look in the crate. I'm wondering if like it's like raw sugar, like if they mean like this is like sugar cane, like it's just raw sugar cane as opposed to like, because like processing sugar has been around forever, not necessarily in the way we have it now, but maybe they mean it's raw sugar cane as opposed to just like the white sugar you get or brown sugar you get from the processing.
Just as you have. Perhaps a small
Yeah,
tiger
follow
might
quests
take
are awful.
Oh, we'll be quite the pair.
It's got to be like if you made like a top 5 worst quests in gaming, escort quests would be number 1.
Lend us a few reals then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
I'm trying to think of what else would be there, but escort quests without a doubt would be number 1. All right, we bought new British cutlasses. Cutlies?
For me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch.
I don't know what the pluri of cutlasses is. I have jokingly said this before, but as the economy gets worse and worse,
I'll get us a better thing. What are we looking for?
and people get more and more desperate, I am curious if we will see a return, see a return to piracy, like not even in a funny way, but like in a, we have Amazon vans that are driving around completely unguarded with thousands, if not millions of dollars of merchandise in them. I'm genuinely curious if at some time in our life we'll see people literally sailing around in black unmarked vans, and they'll see Amazon vans parked delivering something, and they'll literally like pirate them, like, "Yar, we're taking over your ship," and stealing the Amazon thing. I think we're gonna see that in our lifetime, like because like you think of all the Amazon return stuff, like, right, there's a bunch of garbage in it, like, oh, this is plastic garbage, this is cheap garbage, but there's TVs, there's electronics, there's steam machines, there's Game Boy, there's all sorts of stuff you can find in those. So like I genuinely wonder if we're gonna reach a point in our life where someone's just gonna think, huh, if me and a friend drive a van up, they leave them unguarded and unlocked, we could just walk over to that Amazon van and just jump in the driver's seat and drive it off and take everything out of the back of it. Like I think that will happen in the next 5 years. Dang. Dude pickpocketed nothingness and got stabbed for it. That seems a little excessive. We're gonna return the corpse to the guy. We're gonna return his purse and we're gonna give him his money back. We're good like that. Don't mind me, Cuban police. I'm just wandering around with a dead body. Nothing to see here.
Duncan, by Jove, you're alive.
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Here you go.
Did you catch that rogue?
There's did I catch? I literally brought you his dead body.
Oh, wonderful.
Way to pay attention, game.
Ship? Then my purse. It's twice you've saved me now, Duncan.
Google the security features of an Amazon van. The answer is not likely. I mean, I'm sure it has like trackers in it and stuff, but like,
Havana grows livelier all the time.
chop shops have been dealing with trackers and stuff forever, yeah? Like, it can't be that big of a deterrent, is it? Like, it's not like you sit down and it goes,
me back.
The wrong butt has been detected. Deploying security measures, and sprays you down with like blue dye and pepper spray, right?
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Fancy meet no Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
Hey, I warned him.
Very cool. All right, hand-to-hand mode. Can we fight with just our bare hands? Yes, we can.
Lads, I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
These guys aren't so tough. We'll just casually break some rib cages. I wonder who the villain is here. The poor peasants who are equipped with nothing, or the guy with literal lit fuses all over his head.
Look again, lovecock.
I wonder who the aggressor is. Couldn't be me. Okay, apparently there's a roof here and I can't escape this way, so we're gonna escape the other way.
I've had all I can drink at present, lads. You go on
I'm
with-
pretty sure I could take those guys, but you know we're gonna run. Very nice. Become anonymous. Again, I have lit fuses in my hair and a giant red outfit. I'm not sure I will be able to become anonymous that easy, but okay. We will try. Dude's fast. I'm impressed. He's keeping up with me. Let's try and lose him in the streets a little bit here. We'll take a little. Oh, they're smart. Look at that. He. Can we just lose them by killing? Does that count if we just kill them all? Does that count as losing them? Or can I do this if I just smoke bomb and then... Does that...
Hopefully Steed wasn't pinched by those guards.
Apparently that does work. So it just says I completed the memory, but like I thought they removed the whole memory and stuff out of here and all the stuff about like Abstergo and all that. So like, did they not even update the achievements? They're remaking the game from the ground up, but they couldn't rename the achievements to match their new vibes. Like, seems a little lazy. Just a little bit. All right, let's climb up there. Let's get our vantage points. Looks beautiful though. Looks good, plays good. I'm very happy with this so far. I know the game's got mostly negative reviews, but I'm pretty sure those mostly negative reviews are because launching it sucks. The Steam launcher sucks. And they're charging $70 of extra content, but All right, so we see smoke. Is that the quest? Is that where we're going? Out of my way. Can hire drunkards. We don't need the drunkards right now. There's a weapons shop. I'm pretty sure we don't have any money, so pretty sure that's not helpful. But it says there's a flower here. Oh, those are dancers. Okay, I'm trying to remember. There's like a lot of collectibles in the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a ton of collectibles to collect, so I'm trying to keep my eye out for those. And I basically want to play the game to the point where I can unlock our ship. Once we can just sail around and do all the side content, we're gonna do all that. But for now, we've got to do the main story for a little bit. Let's unlock some sea shanties. They did re-record and do new sea shanties, so we're gonna hear those. Come on, run. Yo-ho, we learned a new sea shanty.
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, mate. This is my doing. I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar. Oh, and your dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those
They stole our sugar.
Spanish is
We can't let that stand.
I'd rather not ask.
Shit. Come on, let's give ear to their talk and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers? We'll see what happens.
Alright, so I saw people complaining about this. So this mission used to be like you had to follow people to eavesdrop on them, and it was like a 5-minute mission, and apparently now you just walk up and press one button and you complete it. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I did not like the old escort missions and the horrible way those were designed, so I'm not super upset with this. A little bit faster into the action rather than having to slowly walk all around. Like, yes, it taught you the basics of Assassin's Creed, but at this point, do we need the basics of Assassin's Creed? It's like all the stuff with Pokemon. Do we really need a new Pokemon tutorial every new Pokemon game? Is there anyone out there who doesn't know how to play Pokemon, right? So do we really need an introduction to Assassin's Creed? I don't think so. Alright, let's get up here. Locate people of interest. It's a guard.
For the crimes of forgery, arson, smuggling, theft, and murder.
The captain is
Alright. Well, we were going to save you. Sorry, mate. I thought we could save you, but apparently we can't. I keep trying to press X to attack, but it's like the right bumper is the attack button, and that feels so weird to me. It's going to take a little bit to get used to right bumper being the correct button for fighting. It's such a weird choice to do that. Alright, let's run. Alright, who's got a haystack for me? Who's got a place for me to hide? Somebody give me a place to hide. Come on, a haystack. There it is. Alright. With my hat is casually poking out of the hay. There's nobody hiding here. Nope. Definitely nobody in the hay. You should just give up now. Certainly don't look at the suspicious red feathers poking out of the hay. Oh, apparently they're still searching for me. Okay, I thought they gave up, but apparently not. So that's my bad. Sorry. Nice. Epic takedown. That looked good. Yeah, sorry, mate. You're getting stabbed. Alright, well, that's what you get for continuing to look for me. If y'all would just let me be, I would have let you live, but what did we learn? You don't go after the person who's dressed like a main character. We've all known this for a long time. If someone's running around dressed like the main character in a video game, you just don't mess with them, right? You just casually look the other way. Why did Supergirl fail at the box office? I don't know. I haven't seen it. All I've heard are bad things about it, but it's really hard. It's really hard in this day and age to tell, did it fail because it's a bad movie, or did it fail because gamers and chuds are the absolute worst people, especially when it comes to women in video games and movies and all that. So like, I didn't watch Supergirl. I don't know anything about Supergirl, so maybe it was a bad movie, but there's also an equally good chance that it's just men being their obnoxious, horrible selves and like, well, I'm not going to support the movie because it has a woman in it and that's icky and gross to me, you know? So it's really hard to tell. Alright, we were supposed to do this sneaky-like, but apparently we're just going all in on DC won't stop wasting money. I mean, DC can make some good movies. They don't tend to make good big movies, but like their straight-to-DVD Batman movies usually aren't terrible. Okay, and you. Alright, all your friends are dead. Are you going to risk it? That wasn't very smart, was it? Whoa. Dude. I didn't know you could live through that. We'll let you live. You'll live with the consequences of your actions. Batman Hush is on YouTube, right? What is Batman Hush?
That was class.
I don't think I knocked him out. I'm pretty sure I snapped that dude's neck. I don't think that counts as a knockout. I'm pretty sure that's just a murder, you know? I don't know. That's why I need to watch it. Fair enough. I do wish DC would give it a rest with Batman. I love Batman. Don't get me, I love Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan, but like, haven't we had enough Batman for a while? Like, can't we all agree we've had enough Batman for like a little bit? Like, it seems like every year we get a new Batman movie. And again, I love Batman, but like, you have so many other people to choose from. Give us a good Green Lantern story. Give us some John. Give us something other than Batman. There are other heroes other than Batman. Or, as I've said a million times, DC, I will watch one more Batman movie. I will do it. If you give us Batman Beyond. If you give us Terry McGinnis, I will watch one more Batman movie. Because Batman Beyond more than deserves one good movie. Alright, what do we got here? Confiscated the goods. Take the loot. Take the loot. I'm gonna grab some bullets. Loot that. Steal that. That is certainly the way you open a treasure chest, is by punching it. We all know that. That is a fact. That is how you open treasure chests. Okay. Everything's full. Alright. I think we have looted everything. That dude lived to tell the tale and came back for more. Good morning, Restarter. How's it going? Like, at a certain point, you just look the other way, dude. All your friends are dead. I just wiped out this entire bastion. You don't think he was like, huh, I didn't see that, and just walked away? No? You just had to make me stab you. Alright, we got our companion cube. We're not going to help our friend with his sugar?
Here's my goods. Time to tell Bonnet the bad news.
We're just going to be a bad friend? Okay. Why not? Why not be a bad friend? We already got him beaten up. We already made him pay for our swords. Why not just rub some salt and yield wounds?
Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Yes.
Haven't I heard that
Become a
Nassau's
pirate.
crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure.
I could probably cosplay as that guy. You know, I got the belly. I could get a coat like that. I could grow out some mutton chops.
Edward, in truth.
I could probably cosplay as Duncan.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
I'd have to dye my hair blonde. There's your fun waffle fact of the day. Do you know, when I was young, I actually had long, thin, beautiful blonde hair. And as I got older, it turned into nasty, curly brown hair. But I was actually born with a long, luxurious locks of gold. I wish I still had that. I do not like my slightly curled, messy brown hair. But I'm pretty sure that's the truth for everyone, right? Everyone with curly hair wants straight hair. Everyone with straight hair wants curly hair. Everyone with blonde hair wants brown hair. Everyone with brown hair wants blonde hair. Like, I'm pretty sure no one's ever happy with the lot they're given, right? Everyone always wants what they don't have. Such is life. I took some fall damage there, and I heard there was no more fall damage. I think you've got to press the right button at the right time, and you do like a soft landing, and there's no more fall damage because of that. We'll see if that holds true, but I'm pretty sure that is the true. as they say. All right, Governor. Well, that didn't work. But I landed on a tree, so maybe that doesn't work.
Buenos dias. Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he is expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
All right, we're just gonna be very casual. No, nothing suspicious here. No, pay no mind to the foreign man with giant lit fuses hanging off of his head.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan Walpole?
I am
The
indeed.
one and the same.
Thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julianne, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
I want a hat like that. That big pirate hat. Love it.
Love for assassins, but even less for liars.
I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet.
I also want one of those flintlock pistols. Those are cool.
If you like, get a feel for it. You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols, Duncan, so handle them with care.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Quite.
I once fought beside a man who carried 9 on his person. They were a boom in battle.
I'm pretty sure they don't reload that fast, though.
Challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time. Has a good kick, yes?
Kind of generous on the time on this one. They give you 20. How are you liking the Black Flag remake? So far, there's a lot that I like. It looks great. It plays great. Feels a lot of fun. It was a pain in the butt to get it to function. I'm really upset that getting it to work through Ubisoft Connect was a whole ordeal. So, you know, that's some points off. I'm kind of upset that there's $80 of DLC for a $70 game already. So,
Where did you find all these?
you know, that's also a strike against it. So I'm having fun, but I'm a little upset about those things. Back after ranting at ChatGPT about life and stuff. Does it actually give anything helpful? I hear about people talking to ChatGPT about like life problems and things like that, but my understanding is ChatGPT is programmed basically to agree with everything that you say. So like, is it actually helpful, or does it just spew back what it thinks it wants you to hear? You know.
Time I would gladly show you what I know.
Here. You see, situations well suited to your skills.
All right, we're gonna assassinate the dummies.
Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cover, don't you think? Gosh, that's the spirit. Secrecy.
Yeah, Ubisoft Connect is definitely the bane of existence. What I ended up having to do is I uninstalled the game, I revalidated the files, I reinstalled Ubisoft Connect. I had to do all of those things, and then I had to run the game as an administrator from the files, and then it finally functioned for me. It took 30 minutes to get the darn game to run, and I could see where people are like, you know what? I'm just going to refund the game, because what's the point in buying a game that I have to fiddle with for 30 minutes before I'm allowed to even play the game? You know, that's so so annoying. So I understand why people are frustrated with that. And again, the DLC, like the game just came out, like so clearly you could have included all that in the game, but instead you chose to sell it to us for extra, like kind of a scumbag move. Walls and corners to do.
Surprise cannot be overstated, isn't that so? God
Nice.
me, that's a clever trick.
It is too encouraging.
Work, Walpole.
In the end, I make sure to balance it with doom thinking.
Well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them.
I've been craving. I have been craving Battlefield 6. Like, I've been craving a good big shooter game, and I'm trying to be good because I know if I buy Battlefield 6, I'm not going to enjoy it because I don't like Battlefield. But there is a new game coming out called War Dogs that is supposed to compete with Battlefield. And I'm really hoping that they launch into early access soon so I can play that because I really, really want to play War Dogs. Because the premise is it's a 100 versus 100 versus 100 match. And you start with just a pistol. And as you go out and fight people, you earn money. And you can use that money to purchase vehicles, weapons, and other things too to get higher along. So I like that idea of you don't just start with a class. You have to purchase things. The better you are, the more stuff you can get. So I'm really hyped for War Dogs. I'm trying to be good and resist the urge to buy Battlefield and instead play War Dogs when it comes out. Trying very hard to resist those urges.
I imagine Nassau would be your next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
Best of luck with that.
Grandmaster Torrance, Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Ooh, we're going to give him the cube.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss.
I do not know if I could be dressed like that in Cuba. Like, I imagine it's pretty hot, and then wearing like 6 layers of coats and fanciness seems horribly inconvenient.
Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislators of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached the quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cooled. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought.
We need an Assassin's Creed where you play as a Templar all the way through. Give us the other side of the story.
Let our work now begin.
I know that they just want to be like, oh, the Templars, they're church people, they're bad, but give us a little bit more depth. Give us a little bit more.
The council entrusted me with the task of locating in these West Indies a forgotten place our precursors once called the Observatory.
Steal from those guys really quick. Steal from this guy really quick.
They tell a very old and important story.
Like, I'm fairly certain that's what the next Assassin's Creed is going to be. The Assassin's Creed Hex with all the witches and stuff. Like, I'm fairly certain that game is just going to all be, look, the church is bad. Look, the church is bad. I'm not going to enjoy that.
Only imagine what it would mean to have such a power.
I'm just going to steal all this guy's stuff casually.
No lies, no trickery. Only justice, pure justice. This is the Observatory's promise, and we must take it for our own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We will soon, for in our custody is the one man who does. A man named Roberts, once called a sage.
It has been 45 years since anyone has seen a true sage. Can you be sure this one is authentic?
We are confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
All right. Let's go save
Indeed they will. But
this guy.
thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink.
Just casually stealing.
Let us find the observatory together.
Some casual theft here and there.
Power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
Couldn't if we were right there. Why couldn't he tell me that? Why did he send me down with his lackey and say that? You know, you could have just told me that. You know, we're friends. I delivered you the world. You can't treat me as something more than a tool. It's kind of rude, Mr. Governor. Oh boy, tutorial, the store. Enhance your experience by getting additional gear, cosmetics, and utilities from the store. Alright, since you asked nicely, let's rip your store apart really quick here. You told me to do it, so... Ah, yes, that looks very clearly like something that belongs in Assassin's Creed. Giant demon character, obviously. That one actually looks okay. That one doesn't look terrible, but also, like, it's kind of got the Call of Duty effect, right? Like, why are there giant glowing magic characters in my historically accurate game, you know? That one's pretty cool, too. Alright, what does the naval pack give? I will fully admit the giant glowing red sails is pretty cool. The Dragonstorm kind of got the short end of the stick there. Oh, you get a free monkey. And a free pistol skin. Why would we say no to that? Well, we'll take all that. All right, so what is this utilities pack? There's no way. They're legitimately selling you in-game money for a single-player game for $5. My flabbers are gasted. This is a single-player game. You just have to play the game and you'll unlock all of that. What's this one? This just tells you where everything is, so you don't have to search for it. This literally for $5, it just tells you where everything is. Gaming in 2026, yo. Wow. Just wow. All right. Now, what happens when I say that it is time to end? Will it auto save? Is there a? Does not look like there is an auto save. All right, it's time for me to go start my day and get started with all the stuff. So let's end with our prayer as always. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Thank you, Lord, for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today, we continue to pray for the people of Cuba, the people in the Middle East, all the people who are struggling with all the issues we have across the world, whether it be war, famine, drought, whatever it may be. Lord, help them. We pray for all the people who are trying to find their way home to you, the people who are looking to go to confession, the people who have sins weighing on their heart. Lord, help them to make a good examination of conscience, a good confession, and return to you. We pray for the priests. We pray for all of our priests across the world as we continue to enter into a priest shortage. Lord, help them to guide their flocks. And finally, as a special intention, as always, we pray for the souls in purgatory, the souls who have been forgotten, the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, I appreciate you spending mornings with me. Thank you for sticking with me through the frustrations of the stuff not working properly today. We turned down that noise just a little bit. I don't know why Assassin's Creed was being such a huge problem this morning, but it was being a problem. But we've got it fixed. We'll be back at it on Monday morning. For now, there might be a special stream on Saturday. We will see. Have a blessed day, everyone, and we will see you again on Monday.